is this going to be his day? He'd be richly deserving. Any of the top three would be right now. Quinn Simmons himself with 7 wins on his professional palmarès, the Lidl Trek man. And what a Tour de France he had. He's another rider, just like Tadej Pogačar, who's only just coming back from that Tour de France, but so close to the win during that one. This man from Durango, the man that came from mountain biking heartland, where it all began in Durango, USA. In the breakaway on 4 occasions during the Tour de France, including into Via Normandy, where he took 2nd place, so close to the win. Early on, at the end of that first week of the Tour de France, he was in 4 more breakaways in the Tour as well, before going on to finish 59th on general classification. Since then, he rode San Sebastian Classic. He ran Circuit de Getchko the following day, where he was 41st. He was 40th in Quebec on Friday, but this is his best ride since there today, and arguably actually his best one-day performance of the year for Quinn Simmons. He's getting the support of the crowd. That is obvious, Alice.
Yeah, it is obvious, and he's really pushing on now, and we're hoping he does hang on for that podium position. But this course, it's a great World Championship course. It's very similar, I would say, to the course that we had in Harrogate as well. And of course, in there, you won't have the likes of UAE with this strength, because it's down to national teams. So I think it will be a very exciting and open World Championships. And yeah, we've seen that today, and also with the crowds as well. So excited for Worlds next year, obviously excited for it in 2 weeks' time as well, on what is quite a different course, I would say, to what we have had in recent times, especially with the added element of altitude as well. But heading in back down to take that right-hand turn before we have the U-turn again before the finish, and they were just having that chat with each other there. And yeah, obviously a really great strong race from both of these two, but from the whole team as well.
Hang on a minute, where's the rock, paper, scissors? Where's the rock, paper, scissors? Who was it? It was Tadej Pogačar and... Oh, I'm trying to think. It was Rafa Majka, wasn't it? Yes, Rafael Majka with the rock, paper, scissors. Come on, you've got to revive the rock, paper, scissors here. Brandon, get your hand out. Tadej Pogačar would go for it, even if they've not planned it. Surely he would. He dare not play rock, paper, scissors in front of the... Oh, Brandon McNulty's banging his front wheel down. What's that about? Don't tell me you've got a problem. We don't need that right now. They had a smile, they had a chat. My very strong suspicion is this is going to be a Brandon McNulty win, because he was smiling a little bit more than Tadej Pogačar there while they were chatting, Alice.
Yeah, he was. I think they're just happy with how this has played out. It's clearly a plan that they had from the start of the day, and using pretty much all of the teammates perfectly, and even having, I guess, spare teammates behind just in case anything didn't plan out the way that they did want it to.
Well, here we go. This is the finishing straight after 209 kilometres of racing, 17 laps. Tadej Pogačar riding out front and being joined by Brandon McNulty. We wondered at one point whether they were on for the 1-2-3. They're definitely on for the 1-2. I think Brandon McNulty suggesting he might have a front wheel puncture coming in. That would be very unlucky. They're going to come to the line together, these two, with 2 weeks to go to the Road World Championships. Tadej Pogačar, I think we can say, is back in sparkling form. He's looked brilliant today, but so has Brandon McNulty. I think McNulty thinks he might have some kind of puncture, because he's messing around with his bike, banging the front wheel down. An American and a Slovenian riding to the line together for the same team. It's the first time in the race's history this has ever happened for UAE Team Emirates XRG. We look carefully to see which of these two wheels go across the line first, and it's going to be Brandon McNulty, I think. Tadej Pogačar deliberately with a hand on the back first as well. Utter dominance from the team who, with this performance and the victory of Brandon McNulty, draw level with Colombia High Road of 2009. They are now on level with them as the winningest team in the history of the men's sport as well. That is the 85th victory this season for a team who, in any other team, they'd be reliant on Tadej Pogačar. But this team is so strong, in depth, they don't have to rely on that. And in a moment, we should see Quinn Simmons coming down into shot too. Here he is, the American road race champion. What a brilliant ride he's done today. Lidl Trek and the American fans will be delighted with this as well, because he was able, along with Louis Barry, to go with Tadej Pogačar and Brandon McNulty when they went. It was a fantastic ride by the American champion, and he is, in this race, the best of the rest. This bodes incredibly well for Kigali and those Rwanda World Championships in 2 weeks' time, because I think we can say the American champion presuming he's in the team, has very much earned his place. Thing is, Brandon McNulty will be in there too, so watch out for the Americans come Rwanda, because they are on very good form today. Quinn Simmons takes third. And this is going to be the sprint for fourth by the looks of it as well. Adam Yates and Nelson Powless. They're going to sprint this one out between them. It might be the only sprint we've had so far today. And look at the tired legs coming in behind them. Louis Barre, I think it is, still going for it back there. And Tej Benoot too. It's going to be Nelson Powless, by the looks of it, excuse me, to take fourth. We'll just cut away from that for a moment to see the winner, Brandon McNulty, with his 19th professional victory. It is Nelson Powless who jumped past Yates to take fourth. Adam Yates will be fifth. And I think that's Louis Barre coming in for sixth now. Great ride by one of only two men who could actually go with Tadej Pogačar and Brandon McNulty when they did. Fantastic ride by the Frenchman in the colours of Entourage Rwanda. And you're right to point it out, Alice. It will be fascinating to see where his career goes in the next two years.